and welcome to the Butterfly Conversations. My name is Nihilalawa Taiwo, and you already know that you can call me Ruby. So, I'm glad to be bringing you something I've called my butterfly moments. And my butterfly moment is an offshoot of the first topic we discussed on this vlog, my butterfly, where I talked about the butterfly effect and how every moment of our life you're waiting for an effect that happens and brings us to that time where everything changes for you, or there is a huge difference in your life. And that has brought about my butterfly moment. My butterfly moments is that place where I'll bring people who have, made a mark in their career, made a mark in things that they do, and get them, listen to their stories, get them to talk to us about their stories, their growth, and that one moment that made a difference in their life. So for our first episode today, we will be having someone I've looked at from afar and I'm like, go guy, you're doing amazing in your field. And you're going to be having the person we all know as Password TV on my butterfly moment today. Hello, Password.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for bringing me
It's
here.
not afternoon yet. It's good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to see you.
I'm happy. I'm elated.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting our invitation to come on the show as well. It was amazing to have you answer in 10 minutes. I was so excited. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, password. What's your name?
My name is Adebayo Ibrahim, but people call me Password.
Yeah.
My friends, they'll call me Password.
So, which one should I call you? Am I your friend?
Don't call me Password. Thank you.
Of course. So, I see your works. You do amazing stuff. Like, I look up to you, and I'm not even joking. You're one of the people we look up to and say, wow, they're doing amazing things. And because of people like you, we are pushed out to do the other things we want to do. We are very encouraged because, we're like, if someone is doing this amazing thing, then I can do better. So maybe you start by telling us what you do and how you got into what you do.
All right. Thank you. First and foremost, I'm grateful to you for bringing me on this platform to tell my story. I started my journey as an event host back then in university days. I host events, dinners, birthdays, general meetings, student meetings, and all of that. Event host. Now, as a funny person in the room, I chose the career of being a comedian. I did stand-up comedy actively while I was in school. So upon leaving school, I started to do comedy skits. However, upon doing comedy skits, I realized that most of the stories were not the same way I planned them when writing down the stories. After shooting those skits, I had my camera, I had my equipment, the lenses and all of that, but I could not film, I could not edit. I hired people to do all of those for me. So not getting the results I wanted, I went to a film school. So it was when I went to a film school I realized that there are a lot of things I was not doing right, and that was why I was not getting the desired results. Then I realized that it was not a one-man thing that I could just do on my own and all. I had to get professionals and people who really knew what they were doing. And I was not really financially buoyant to hire people then. So I felt, what can I do? Because I don't want time to just slip through the fingers that way. So I felt, okay, I can actually make videos around Ibadan, tell people. So someone mentioned something then that actually spoiled it. He said Ibadan is boring, Ibadan is a dead town, and Ibadan does not have this. And I was like, no, Ibadan has all of this, but you don't know what or where to go to. So I felt, okay, to answer this person correctly, I don't have to exchange words, I have to show workings.
Yeah.
So I went outside there, make videos about places that I knew, talk about Ibadan in a positive manner. I did drone shots of places Ibadan from above, show people. It's not just about the brown roofs, show people the good roads and all of that. So I started doing all of those on YouTube, and some businesses saw what I was doing with other businesses on YouTube, and they said I can make videos for them on Instagram because that is where they are situated. So I felt, okay, let me make videos on Instagram too, and that was why I was spurred on Instagram, then TikTok and all of that. So I started making videos about places in Ibadan, businesses and all of that. So that's how I transitioned from being an event host to a content creator. I still host events. I hosted a wedding last week Saturday, and I still have another one first week of October. However, I'm more known to be a content creator than
a host,
the event host, because
so you know. I'm going to touch on the fact that you went to film school later, but how long did it take, you know, when you started filming content, how long did it take for you to become a brand name? Do you think it was because you had been working, you know, as an event host, you were well known? With what I know, you were well known in Lautech. Was it because you were well known that you were able to, you know, become a big name very fast?
So first and foremost, I will not say I'm a big name.
Well, relatively, let's not even lie, you're a big name, so don't be humble.
But I would not attribute that to the Lautech story, because most of my clients are not from Lautech. Yes, it might have added to it because of referrals.
Yes.
However, most of my people from Lautech maybe situated in Lagos and Oshogbo and other neighboring towns, and most of them even left Nigeria. But what I'm saying is a lot of particular thing that actually spurred that is the value.
Okay.
It's not just making videos and all of that. I was making videos that people wanted to see, which I still intend to do more. Most of the time when I make videos, I'm not making it about me. I'm making it about the viewer, because I wanted to prove a point. For example, when I made the video about about 10 restaurants you can visit in Ibadan, or lounges you can visit in Ibadan, or swimming pools you can visit. If I wanted to swim, I would just pick one and go and swim, and not collate all of this. So I was viewer oriented with my videos. So that was why. But there's something about viewers. Whenever they watch a video that they found so much value in, they will always share. And sharing means they are giving you more traction, and they're showing their friends and families. And I think that is what actually made my name to go round the city.
That's beautiful. So I'm a staunch believer in the fact that things that happen in our childhood are what makes us, are what makes us who we are today. Is there an experience you can pick out from your childhood that, you know, shaped you into who you are today? Was there something that happened, whether positive or negative, that made you become, or that shaped your entirety today?
Thank you. So one of the things I'm grateful to my dad for was when I was that transition between GSS3 and SS1. There is this holiday that happens in between. So rather than sit at home, he registered me to a computer training school where I learned Microsoft Word, Excel, and CorelDRAW, and everything computer training and all of that. So it's not to become a business computer owner or all this, you know, but to have proper and in-depth knowledge of the computer. And I took advantage of that, and that is the first thing that actually shaped me to who I am. Among my peers, amongst people that we grew together, I would say out of, say, 10 of us, I would be top 5 when we talk about knowledge of computer back then. So I knew so much about computer and that was what actually brought that curiosity to want to know more. Every time I see a new gadget being made out, I always want to know about it and all of that. So knowing about the computer early was actually what brought out that curiosity in me to want to know about stuff. When I got my first drone, I did not use it. I gave it to my dad as a gift, and he was so happy because it is something he also spoke about.
You gave your dad a drone?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He's a videographer. But it's not the type of videography that we do. He handles events, weddings, and all of that. That's what he does. So he always speaks about, there are some guys in Lagos, when they make videos, they use drones and all. I was like, drone.
So you wanted to, you know.
So I wanted to that payback, you know, maybe like a boy is talking about bicycles, then just buy him a bicycle. So when I was doing my first haul, I do not say purchase because it was a haul. I bought camera lens, hard drive, and all of. So I bought a drone with it. I could have used the drone, but I gave it to him. It was a
How did
DJI
it
Phantom.
feel?
I wish I knew. I wish it was this era when people film all these
Everything,
things.
yes.
But me, I was not a social media person then. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make my videos and just move on. It is now that people are even seeing me more on social media. Then it's just pictures on my Instagram, MC password. But now I have to make videos because business.
Yes.
So I gave him, and he was so happy and all of that. And he would not even want to fly the drone because so that it will not crash. Do you get?
Yes.
So eventually I got mine, and the rest has been history.
Thank you very much. So what do you think has been the role of consistency in your journey? Because a lot of us, me included, I'm guilty. We start stuff, we drop them, we start stuff, we drop them. I saw a meme of a child that ate like 5-10 different apples, one here, one there, one there. And that's what, a lot of us do nowadays. We pick one thing, we drop it, we pick another hobby, we drop it and stuff. What do you think the role of what do you think consistency has done for you in your entire journey?
So the first thing that consistency has done for me is progress. I'm this person that do not look at instant gratification. I don't look at instant results. I tell people who even want to start content creation on YouTube or whatever they want to do, that are you ready to be consistent for at least 6 months? How many videos are you willing to upload in a week? Personally, if I'm happy and I have a video to be uploaded, I'll upload. If I'm sad and I have a video to shoot, I will shoot. If I'm happy, whatever the mood is.
So you were consistent.
I don't like my mood. I don't even allow my mood to affect whatever I'm doing. The only thing that affects what my consistency now is maybe time. Maybe I'm supposed to edit a video now and I'm here at the shoot and all of that. However, I'm also now trying to outsource some of these things so that, like I said last weekend, you either have time or money. If you have time, ensure that you use that time well. Just be consistent with it. However, if you have money, use that money to hire people that will help you to achieve your goals. You cannot tell me that you don't have both. You either have both.
That? Okay, there's no way you don't have money and you don't have time to at least help yourself.
You will have one. You will have one. So that your time, what are you using it for? Use it to be consistent. Starve yourself with your sleep. Starve yourself with pleasures and all of that. Put in effort, because a lot of new creators that say they want to do stuff but they are not getting results. I tell them, these people that fell trees, remind me of their name.
Which people?
All these people that cut trees with axe.
What do they call them? I don't know. Let's move on. The fellas.
So whenever they want to cut trees, they don't cut trees in one swoop.
Yes.
They keep hitting. And whenever they feel their axe is blunt, they sharpen it again. Then they keep at it. You don't expect you to fall a trip in one swoop. But here we have new creators now that they want to just upload one YouTube video and bros, they're not watching this video. No, it doesn't work that way. And the truth is, people are seeing your videos. They are seeing your videos. However, you have to follow that Mario effect. Do you play Mario game?
I know. Boya Lumadele.
Yeah, sure. You know that inside Mario game, when Mario is moving, there is a pit in front of it.
Yes.
Then there's another road to walk. Then there's another pit. Now, do you know that now, if you move Mario and you fall into a pit, you have the ability to actually try again. Then you can now jump that pit. Then you can move again. There will always be failure. So a lot of new creators, when they fail, maybe they upload a video and they're not getting the right traction, they feel depressed, like maybe people don't like it. No, it could be your hook that is not working. It could be your script that is not working. It could be the content idea. Try again. If you want to know whether people are watching or not, celebrate your birthday. Then you see people, happy birthday, be like,
just say you're getting married.
1,000 likes, 2,000 comments, or just say you are leaving the country. Or just say, you know that people are actually saying it. So how do you not get them to now watch is the value thing. So consistent, don't just be consistent. When I say be consistent, a lot of people misquote consistency to just keep uploading. Now they upload a lot of rubbish, so much that when they eventually upload something tangible, people be like, That's how I used to do. There are some people that, if we see that notification that Lagbaja just uploaded something, no matter what they upload, you want to watch it for because of their track record.
Yes.
There are some artists, musicians that if they drop an album today, see Olamide Bado, he dropped an album. His last album was not announced. There was no pre-announcement. There was no buzz or whatever. He just dropped the album and people went. That was it. So what I'm saying is your precedence sometimes works. So when we talk about consistency, sometimes be consistent with value because direction is better than speed.
Yeah.
So be consistent in the right direction. Consistent. Now you are building your momentum. Yeah. Maybe you are a fashion stylist that want to make content and you just want to drop videos. You should not just be dropping videos about something that does not relate to you.
Yeah.
So that by the time you eventually figure out what to do and you now do the right thing, people feel like that's how they used to do. There's some people online that no matter what they put out there, people will not watch. People will not watch. There are some people like that. You know them. All these social media figures.
Yes.
I don't want to mention names.
Don't worry.
So what I'm saying is we should try and be consistent. Not just consistent. Because some people mistake consistency with, they say we should be consistent. No worry. I will upload morning, afternoon, and night. Then after 4 months, they'll say, you say I should be consistent. Was that not consistent enough?
But meanwhile, you're running in the wrong direction.
Wrong direction. You have to ensure that the video you are watching has one of two values, because people online are watching either of these two videos, either educative videos or informative videos.
Let's make it 3, entertaining as well.
Or entertaining, sure. So that entertaining, you can actually infuse it into, you can make your video educative and also entertaining, or informative and also entertaining. Because someone like Aproko Doctor makes his video educative and also entertaining. And some videos are actually educative and at the same time entertaining. So find a way to actually teach people new things. Because a lot of time, we actually think the things we know, other people know them. Not knowing that a lot of time, people don't know half of the things you know. That if you start a channel teaching people how to do this, and be like, so if you do not. Sometimes
you even know how to do it, but you still want to, watch somebody or learn from somebody.
Learn from someone. Do you get? I'm not saying you should not start doing tutorial of regular stuffs and all of that. Yeah, people will still watch.
But there's someone on YouTube that I see who his content centers around how to be a father.
Yes.
And I'm like, but the funny thing, he has high views.
Yes, no.
Like 1 million. And I'm like, how are people learning, or why are people learning how to be a father?
If I make a video of a day in my life as a daddy, but the thing is, I will probably not do that because I don't want my kids to be caught up in that social media. Because social media people, they are divided. They are the positive on comments. And there are this, sure, you don't know, say you're supposed to pack your cup from table before you. Sure, there's some people that they're looking for that mistake to actually bash you. Let me give you an instance. When Banky W got married to Adesua, the first thing they wanted to do was a show on YouTube. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think I remember.
They wanted to do a show on YouTube. Their first episode was their last episode. So
After the word comments.
Yeah, Banky W was. They were on a vacation, maybe with South Africa or Kenya, and he made a video, a selfie, not knowing that the wife was behind. However, it's a dark video. Do you know that people actually color graded, increased the brightness to show the wife?
Wow.
So what I'm saying is people are actually waiting for that misstep in the wrong direction for them to hit you. So I don't want, that's why, but if you show a day in your life as a single lady, people will watch because people want to see that video. They want to see, okay, how are you coping? How are you surviving? That's why that video is working, that daddy thing. If I make a video, it's always fun in my household. My little girl, let me give you an instance. Yesterday when I got home, my daughter was crying. Why? When I knocked, her brother opened the door. She was crying that, no, she wants to be the one to open the door. Do you understand? So, a lot of funny moments.
Yes.
Funny moments. She could say, you should come. Where are we going? No, just come. She'll not take me to where we have the snacks that they carry her. That they carry her. You not carry her. So you get what I'm saying? So a lot of funny moments that you just be like, I wish I recorded this. But then recording it, I don't want social media people with their vile comments, because sometimes just let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah, I sometimes I agree, because one of my fears personally is I don't want to open my life up so much that people feel obligated to something happening in my life or something.
Yes.
Because really, I wonder how our celebrities, manage different things. But that was so profound. Now, did you ever fail in all of these things you're doing?
Definitely. Now, failure is a must.
Oh yeah, just
without failure, there won't be a chance at success. We have to be thankful for the pain and the rain, because without the sun,
sunshine, thank you for rain. Yeah. So can you give us an instance where something you were working on or something you did failed, and the role of failure in your journey?
There are quite a number of them, but most of the time I just call them lessons. Lessons, because the only thing people see online is the success. Hi guys, I just got this new equipment. Hi guys, I just got this new endorsement. Hi guys, we don't announce the client that we worked for that did not pay. She gets.
Yes.
I made a video for a client, and there's this thing about returning clients. You write them an invoice and they tell you, okay, no problem, you can shoot on Tuesday, no problem. Then you send them a memo, what's up with the payment, say, okay, no problem, on shoot day. Then on shoot day, you don't see them, you see the assistant, you feel like, I don't want to be the reason why we don't shoot, and time is running, we shoot, and time to pay, they now tell you, and they don't really like the video. Who now bears the cost, and they don't pick a lot of excuses and all of that. Or a day I was shooting, I used a teleprompter. So, and tripod, it's just 3 legs.
Yes.
Then my teleprompter just went forward, facing the opposite direction of one of the legs.
Yes.
And it just crashed. It broke off. I had to go and cut another glass. I will not put all of those things.
Yes.
There was a day I was filming. There's this earpiece jack in my camera.
Yes.
Do you know that I cannot record with earpiece jack anymore on my camera? Why? The boom, there's this rare carpet mic that they use.
Yes.
It broke inside. It's still inside my camera. So what I do now is, if I want to film with my camera and I need audio, I'll film the audio separately
and film
the video separately.
Yeah.
So on Premiere Pro now, I'll now edit together. So there are a lot of things that I face on a daily. That sometimes, so now what I'm finding it hard to remember is because I try as much as possible to dwell in the positives.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a bad day, I try to remind myself of the goods that is happening, because it's yin and yang.
Yes.
So I try to remind myself, like, whatever you're facing now is actually a step in the right direction. Yeah. So I'm coming to this interview now. I try to start my car. The battery is off.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to buy another battery, or a lot of things.
Find the way forward,
Bro,
basically.
I'm always forward thinking. If I get downstairs now and one of my tires is flat, what's the way forward? I don't dwell on,
You're not like us that will sit down and cry first.
No. I might eventually brood over it later.
Yeah.
But then the first thing is, what's the way forward?
So basically, failure should be a catalyst for growth.
But as much as you can, avoid failure too. That's why I try to prepare.
Is it possible to avoid failure?
Yes, you can. Because if you're not prepared enough, failure to prepare is preparing to fail.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Did you go to a boarding school where we write all those things where we do password was here?
Yeah.
One of the things written on that wall was, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Yeah. Most of the time before I shoot a YouTube video now, I learned it from one of my mentors online. I've not met him before, Ali Abdal. I now write out my scripts. I now write out action points and all of that. And so far, it has been helping me, even in my Instagram short form videos. You prepare ahead. It guides you ahead, such that unforeseen circumstances are even limited.
Yes.
For example, there are some videos that maybe vlogs. I want to film a vlog of my day at an event, and on getting there, rain starts to fall. It is unforeseen. However, it won't be as if I've not planned out a script of what do I want to pinpoint? What are the high moments and all? Because most of these things
So
are
as much as you can take out the things you can control. Yeah. Thank you. I think that was very profound. Thank you very much for sharing that. So I don't have any more questions. This was what I really wanted to hear you talk about, your journey, the role of failure, and all of that. But do you have something else that maybe you want to touch on that we've not talked about?
There are a lot of things we could actually touch on. However, one thing I would say is whatever you're doing as your profession, add value. One of the things that has helped me so far is value. Even when people say they don't like that guy, value precedes.
So far you're adding value.
They will always come back. Something happened this year, January. I make it a I don't want to use ritual. I made it something.
It's still a ritual, something you follow.
I make it something I do every year to make videos about places where you can visit with your significant other for Valentine's Day. So I tried to make the video around January. So I went to restaurants in Ibadan, and out of 15 that I wrote out, so that's where planning comes into. I wrote out 15, not just random, like, there's a restaurant here and all. I wrote out their names and all of that. I sent DMs and trying to prepare ahead and all before the shoot. Some of them would not respond. Some responded and said, okay, they'll get back to me and all of that. But the ones that did not respond, I went there physically, and the responses I got was, sorry, we don't allow cameras here, we don't do this and that. I understand their fear over creators that have been there before, trying to say, see this cake is too hard, see this and all. Maybe that was what they thought. But I was trying to explain to them that I'm not even filming the food. I want just to film the environment, the ambience, and show people that, okay, these people have 2 sitters where you can have discourse, and they can do 3. It's even advert. They did not answer. So where I'm going is, it happened January. Some actually allowed me. So I should not dwell on the people that did not allow me. Some allowed me. Stone Cafe, they allowed me. A good number of them, they allowed me. However, the testimony I'm bringing now is around June, July, 2 out of 4 that did not allow me then, 2 out of them reached out to me that, okay, they have this buffet they want to start doing and they want me to come around. I was like, okay. Now they have to pay. Now my buffet, it's on them, and
you're not more doing it for free.
So what I'm saying is, just whatever you're doing, if you're a hairdresser, not even a content creator now, hairdresser, just do value. Do your Ghana weaving so good that even if someone complains that that girl is too rude, they will still have no choice than to come back. Let me give you another testimony. Someone said for them to patronize an amala seller, she has to be a bit rude. Do you know that means that person has to be so good that you can, irrespective of their rudeness
or their attitude.
Now, I'm not saying you should go and be rude to your clients.
No, but the story is that if you're patronizing amala sellers and they're not rude,
it means they're not sweet. It means they're not arrogant enough.
No, that it means it's not sweet if they're not rude.
Because that rudeness comes with that arrogance that if you're buying, you are buying. If you don't want to buy, just go. So
thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just add value. Whatever you're doing, deliver on that mandate, and don't let money comes
before.
Because a lot of people will do stuff because we heard Ruby just started an interview series on YouTube now, and she just bought a GLK. She just got this endorsement and all of that. Not knowing the work and effort that you put behind it. So you need to actually put in value, put in work, learn how things are done, because everything is all about systems. It's about systems. See, when we wanted to set up this, we had lights, we have mics, phone, we have audio and all of that. There's a system to a lot of things. So learn how things are done and put yourself to practice. Don't start at first and expect perfection. Things will not happen at first the way you want it. Most times it will first crash. Don't worry. Grab yourself. Expect crash, but don't plan for crash. But expect it that it will happen. If you put out a video and people are not watching, don't worry. Why are they not watching? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the title? Fix it. If they are still not watching, do another one. The sweet part about YouTube is a video of 7 years ago can still
gain traction
It
sometime.
can,
Yeah.
trust
Yeah.
me, because YouTube is like a search engine and all of. So don't be so hard on yourself. My mates are doing this, and don't look at other people's plates. Look at your own
Focus on
plate,
your own.
and be grateful that you are better than the person you
Yes.
were yesterday.
Yes.
This is January, February, March, July, August, September. Be grateful that, okay, at least I've gotten this, I've gotten that. If it is good health that you have, be grateful.
Stay grateful.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for
appreciate
sharing
you.
this. So before we go, there is something called sweet spots and pet peeves.
Oh.
It means that something that makes you really feel good and something that makes you angry. So you're going to share a sweet spot and pet peeve. So for example, a sweet spot for me is when I get home, or no, a sweet spot for me is laying on a fresh bed sheets, like, you know, when you wash bed sheets, that new smell, yeah, that's a sweet spot for me. A pet peeve for me is people that drive scattered or drive in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
pick one lane.
Pick one lane.
So what's a sweet spot for you?
I have. Can I mention more than one?
Yeah, you can maybe mention two.
Okay, the first one is when going home. There's this house that the house is far away from my house here, but it's at the entrance of my estate.
Yes.
Whenever I see light in front
You
of
know
that, I
there's
know there's light
light.
at home. So that is one.
Yeah. Two.
Two, when rain is falling. When rain is falling, I enjoy rain falling when I'm at a penthouse.
So the sound on the roof.
Yeah, so I'm able to actually think and watch, not people, just watch downstairs, maybe the greenery and all of that.
Thank you. Pet peeve, something that pisses you off.
People, when they're in a rush, I'm not saying rush in real life, in maybe trying to get something done fast.
Yeah.
Maybe they are in a rush with their process.
Yeah.
Someone is telling me, how far, bros? My followers are not increasing.
Follow
I'm like,
the process.
I'm like, no, these things do not happen overnight, and so but I try as much as possible not to be so hard on them. I try to explain to those that wish to listen, like, don't be so focused about the numbers. I learned something from Salem King.
Yeah.
He said there are 3 numbers on your Instagram dashboard. One is your upload count. Second one is your followers. The third one is your following. You have control over 2. You can
The following
and your upload.
Yeah.
You see that followers, you don't have control over it because people can decide to follow you and they can decide to unfollow you.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are more concerned about that one they don't have control of. Why not focus on the one you can control, which is the upload count?
And the following.
Increase you can't even, in fact, if you follow people, follow them because they add value to your life.
Yes.
Not because follow me, I'll follow you back.
Yes, it's because of value.
Or follow them because they can add value. Follow people that when they show up on your timeline, you'll be happy to engage them. That is what it should be. And not because, bros, let me follow you so that you can follow me back. What do you want to have all of these numbers for when they will know eventually? So my pet peeve.
Yes, pet peeve.
Is people
who rush the
process.
Yes.
Like, just relax.
Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the Butterfly Conversations today. We have a gift for you.
Wow.
It's a tote bag that has a journal.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so my butterfly moment.
My butterfly moment.
It's a sweet one, really. And then a t-shirt for you.
Wow.
We're very grateful to you. Thank you very much for coming to the conversation today.
Thank you.
So you've heard it. That was the butterfly moment today. Pick what you can. Enjoy the process. Enjoy every process you're going through. Before we go today, here is my, do one thing for me. Share this post, like it, share it with your family, your friends, everybody you think it will add value to this. And click that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. Pretty please, Pastor, help me beg them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time when you subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
Subscribe, turn on post notifications.
Yes,
Drop
please.
comments in the comments. Let us know what you think about these conversations. Share your thoughts about everything we've discussed in the comments. And don't forget to watch the next video.
Thank you. Yes. From the Butterfly Conversations, have a great week.